Hey y'all, how y'all doing? This is Giovanni coming at you. So as I was sitting here this morning waiting for my switch, having a little bit of time, I thought I'd come in and share my thoughts, rather than just sitting around doing nothing. So I was thinking about, when the word is preached, and, it's always exciting to hear the truth. And, I was thinking about the importance of always making sure that we receive the word. A lot of times, mistake we make is that when we hear the word, when it's preached, we often try to make it fit for somebody else, right? But the first thing we should always do is to make sure that we receive that word, because the written word, what is said to one is said to all, right? So lately, for some of y'all that are subscribed to Pastor Dowell's Patreon, if you're not, I highly encourage it. You got some great word on there, great edifying words, good rebukes, good encouraging words. So as some of you may know, lately the pastor, he's been talking about gluttony and drunkenness, as the book of as the Ketuvim, as the book of Proverbs speaks, right? How the Most High, he talks to us through warnings about overeating, being glutton, or over drinking, right? And so a lot of times a mistake we will make is that, we'll see like, well, hey, that doesn't really fit for me, right? Like I would be a good example, right? Like myself, I'm pretty thin. I'm relatively fit. And, I don't have alcohol problem. I never get drunk. So like a lot of times, like people in my situation, in my case, would be like, well, see, look, that fits, that's for them, that word is for them. These warning, when the word says, if you're given to appetite, put a knife to your throat, or the warnings that they give us about over drinking, right, drunkenness, a lot of times the mistake we'll make is like, well, that doesn't fit for me, that's for other people, like, look at me, I'm not fat, I'm not a drunkard. But yet and still, this word, it still does apply to me. In the book of Sirach, it does talk about not over indulging in enjoyments, not overindulging, right? So, consumption is not, it doesn't just stop at what goes in the mouth, right? You can overconsume things like entertainment. You can overconsume things like sex. Even money can be overindulgence. Overindulging, right? So, all money, it goes to the belly, right? Somebody's money, but it doesn't necessarily go through the mouth by food or drink, right? So, if y'all understand what I mean, like overindulgence, you can be the gluttony and overindulgence is not just not just for the physical body, but for our soul as a whole, right? So, that's the thing. The important thing is when we hear the word, we should always try and see what can I get from it myself? How can I apply it to me? And so that I can really try and see clear, see how it can fit for me and benefit me so that I can grow in the word, right? So yeah, overindulgence doesn't just come by food and drink. Can come from a whole lot of different things that will affect not only your body but our soul, right? Our soul is not just the physical, right? It's what's inside too, our appetite. So that's something to meditate and think on. Now there's one thing we can overindulge in that is never going to work against us, and that is in the word of the Most High, right? Man, we can overindulge in that word, and the only thing that's going to increase is that spirit. Going to increase higher and higher, and hey, perhaps that flesh is going to diminish, become smaller and smaller. But one thing for sure, it's never going to work against our being, against our soul. Hallelujah. All right, bless y'all. Have a great day.